Hi everybody, it is the 6th of July 2022 and today on the PC test server and coming to public PC servers and console servers soon, we have the new map Deston with update 18.2. So in this video I'm going to be going through the patch notes. There's quite a lot here to go through. We'll probably ignore some of the stuff later on, but let's dive in and see what there is. So schedule. So obviously today it's gone live on the PC test server. There's no indication that they're going to put it onto the console test servers, but it will be going live to PC public servers from July the 12th to July the 13th, depending on where you are in the world. And then for console, it will be going live from July the 20th to July the 21st. So couple of weeks time. So on the test server there's going to be normal matches with Miramar and Karakin, and then there's going to be the featured map which Deston. They still do this, don't they? They still do this. It's like, come on, just have Deston. Just on the test server, just have the new map. And then when we go live normally, there's going to be the rotation of Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Sanhok and Karakin is back. And then there's also going to be the featured map of Deston. So there we go. So here it is. This is the new map. So it's like an archipelago, isn't it? I guess, because it's not an island, and we've got this area here with this swamp area. We've got this interesting land here. Got some bridges. It's going to be interesting to see how deep and wide this water is, to see if we get some pinch points. But it looks like you could drive around as well. And then we've got this big city of Ripton. The wait is over. Our 9th new map we've been teasing about all this time is finally here, this update. Welcome to the 8km by 8km near future and ravaged world, Deston. Deston, formerly known as codename Kiki, presents you diverse biomes, a flooded downtown embracing one of the tallest skyscrapers you've ever seen in PUBG, a murky swamp, clear coast, beautiful mountains and unexplored islands. Check out our Deston website here to go on a VR map tour. I'll put links in the description below the video and delve more into the unknown before its live server release. Deston is available as a featured map, playable as third person or first person, solo duos and squads. Available modes may vary per region, available in custom matches and in sandbox mode on PC. Bots may spawn in Deston. Available vehicles: pickup, Dacia, coupe, motorbike, dirt bike, roadster, motorcycle, quad, buggy, boat, aquarail and airboat. So the airboat's the new one, isn't it? The flare gun, DP28, S12K, G36C, QBU, QBZ, K2, sticky bomb, mortar, linked AMR and the 50x scope will not spawn in Deston, in case you were worried about that. A few points of interest. Ripton, so this is the city. The overflow of water submerged this sprawling city. Players will have to wade through shallow water to pass through, while always having to be on the alert for enemies lurking at the highest levels of surrounding skyscrapers. Here, you can travel seamlessly from the ground to the sky and back again with tall buildings. But to prevent snipers from being too advantageous, we've made sure not every building here is accessible. For example, some buildings may only have a single floor accessible. Fair enough. Swamp. Take a stroll through some trees, grass and houses built along the water and enjoy a suspenseful cat and mouse with your enemies knee deep in water. It's always good fun running through water, isn't it? Concert. An outdoor concert festival grounds where you're free to strut some dance moves before heading out to fight for that chicken dinner. Looks a bit like the Dino Land, doesn't it, in my favourite map, which was, of course, I can't even remember what it's called now, Vikendi. Hydroelectric dam. This area is once used as one of the green methods for generating power in Deston. There's that dam area. Assembly. Observe how wind turbines are made here at the assembly. Nice. That's Call of Duty Blackout map had a factory for those, didn't it? Arena. Don't let all the entertainment of this pinball arena distract you too much from your main purpose. Coolio. Now this is interesting. Map utility items. PUBG Battlegrounds has a variety of special items that can be looted and consumed to create interesting gameplay. Therefore, to prompt even more diversified plays, we're introducing players who enter Deston to the new map utility items. These items will trigger special in-game interactions depending on the situation. which are expected to provide a new core game flow without breaking player immersion. So basically, what it's saying is this: when you spawn in, you'll be given one or some of these map utility items. They're part of your inventory. You can't drop them. You can't pick any more up, and they don't run out. And so what you've got is the Ascender attachment, which allows you to use any Ascender as often as they want. So on the sides of these tall buildings and on towers, there's Call of Duty Warzone ropes that you connect onto, and you can go up to the front, or you can come down. And the utility parachute looks exactly like the emergency parachute, can be activated by pressing the interaction key after jumping off a certain height. So you basically have a reusable parachute, just like you would like in most Battlefield games, like Battlefield 4. You can keep using a parachute all the time, can't you? In that. Now, I did read in another blog post that everybody gets the utility parachute all the time, but I could be wrong about that. So here we go. So here we have the Ascender. So as you can see, the guy attaches onto the rope and then makes his way up. Are you going to climb those towering skyscrapers on foot? Nope. Travel the flashy and fastest way on vertical spaces with the new Ascenders. Use the Ascenders to create some Mission Impossible moments while getting your hands on some loot at the top. Ascenders are spread throughout the map as ropes attached to objects that allow vertical traversal. Both ends of the Ascender are accessible at any time. I wonder what happens if two people jump onto it. With an Ascender, you can quickly descend from the highest rooftop with no risk of fall damage. You cannot use an Ascender when another player is currently using... Oh, right, the same one. Okay, fair enough. You are unable to loot items from the ground when you're on an Ascender. Once mounted on an Ascender, you can move up and down using movement keys. Using the sprint key while moving down only will increase the speed of descent. You can dismount from the Ascender at any point. If you dismount at the top of the rope, you will teleport to the spot on the building near the top. Otherwise, you will let go and fall. You can still be shot and killed on an Ascender. You will attach from the Ascender and fall to the ground. So that kind of indicates maybe everybody doesn't get the parachute as well. Ropes can be found inside and outside structures. Ropes are static objects that don't have movement. Ropes can be found on varying heights based on the structure. So here we have the cell tower. So these big cell towers. Cell towers are very tall and thin Ascender-focused buildings. These towers allow you to ride an Ascender from the ground level up to a very high position in one long ascent. Ascending and descending on a cell tower provides a faster travelling speed compared to regular Ascenders. When you press the interaction key at the top of the tower, you'll be flung into the air in the direction you're facing. Shortly after being flung into the air, your utility parachute will automatically deploy, allowing you to safely glide a long distance. Ascending a cell tower and travelling with your utility parachute will help you reach your destination faster than travelling on foot. So we're going to have to try this one out, really, because obviously you're going to need a parachute, so when you get fired off the top of this thing. But I'm not sure whether that means you can have the Ascender kit and the utility parachute at the same time. Okay. Drone accessible spaces. We have created spaces in Deston that are only accessible by drones. We hope to create additional opportunities for drone use and variety to your looting experience. Are you capable of finding all these spots? So you have to be like level 3 helmets and special guns inside places. Security keys and security doors. Discover new ways to roam Deston with the new security doors. Pick up security keys, unlock security doors, and pick up the high tier items at your own risk. Security doors are located throughout buildings in Deston. Security keys will, world spawn around the map, stack in your inventory. Security keys are consumable items and will be removed after single use. Security doors can be grouped together so that one security key can unlock the entire group. Security doors cannot be closed or relocked. Therefore, the open doors will be hint to other players that you've been or still are in this area. Only available in Deston. Fuel pump. As you and your vehicle chase down an enemy, you realise you're almost out of gas when you notice out of the corner of your eye a fuel pump. It's a gas station, isn't it? Stop by the fuel pump to refuel your vehicles, or why not make it explode to finish off your enemies? Fuel pumps will be located throughout Deston. Only the driver riding the vehicle can press the interaction key to refuel the vehicle. You're required to press the interaction key for 1 second. The vehicle must be at full stop to refuel. The use radius is 5 meters. If the vehicle moves or the driver changes seats, the refuel will cancel. The driver can repress the interaction key to cancel the refueling. Vehicles must be missing a minimum amount of fuel before they can use the fuel pump. There is no limit to using fuel pumps. Fuel pumps have a health value. They can receive damage and can be destroyed, which creates a large explosion and damages all players around it. After receiving damage, fuel pumps will spark and begin leaking gas, or petrol, exploding after a few seconds. Additional damage dealt to the fuel pump will cause it to explode sooner. When the fuel pump's health falls below a certain value, it will begin taking damage over time until it completely runs out of health. Destroyed fuel pumps cannot be used. So that could be quite cool. So you can ambush people. So they pull up at the fuel pump and the whole team starts firing at the fuel pump, the gas station, to make it explode. New weapon, the 012 or the 12 or the 012. So this is looks like it's a semi-automatic or fully automatic shotgun that fires slug rounds. Not only is the 012 a high-capacity weapon, but the potential lethality of each slug ammo combined with its sheer volume of fire will also make it feared in both close and mid-range combat. Its relatively long range than any other shotgun will make the 012 a worthwhile choice for any player. The 012 will world spawn in Deston. Excuse me. Ammo, 12 gauge slug. Available modes, only available in Deston. New vehicle, the airboat. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Need a speedy ride capable of travelling on both water and land? The airboat will solve your worries of having to switch between different vehicles depending on the terrain. Very fast over bodies of water. Can travel through shallow water, swamps and open water. Can travel over land as well. Faster than land vehicles in shallow water. Carries up to 5 players. Okay, so that's everything about the new map. So now we're moving on to Miramar. To improve the Miramar play experience, we've improved inconveniences pointed out in the past, enhanced details of buildings, and added an oasis to the minimap. Improved terrain. By improving the level of the terrain that caused inconvenience while driving. I love that. Smoother driving as possible and driving. So I guess this is where you would drive along and you would hit something and the vehicle would stop straight away. Improved buildings. The quality of small cottages and storage buildings have been improved inside and out. Due to high wind rate, the billboard on San Martin's roof has been removed. Okay, so before and after. So they've changed it to more like a cement board sort of look, don't they? Okay, interesting. Billboards have been installed over the map. Okay, great. At Oasis, the water depth comes at the character's ankle height around the shore. At the centre, it comes at the character's waist level, so the character cannot be prone in the water. Also, the level of the terrain has been lowered around the Oasis. The height of the mountain terrain has also been lowered to increase accessibility, along with new roads to help access the Oasis area. The location name Oasis is added to the minimap. Along with that, the Oasis has received a great improvement inside and out. Vehicle spots are added. Nice. Vehicle spawn rebalance. Console graphics options. So this is quite interesting. In April's community package, we explained the graphic level we were targeting, the various technical issues we were experiencing, and the reason for the delay in development. As we explained in detail, PUBG Battlegrounds on console platforms is very sensitive to memory usage, so we had to optimize the memory usage. Also, with the support from the platform holders, it became possible to differentiate between the previous generation and the current generation consoles. There is a potential stability issue in delivering the same level of graphics that many players expect on all console devices. Therefore, we provide different maximum frame rate and resolution options per console device to provide the same stable gameplay was delivered. So on Xbox Series X, you can get 60 frames a second at 4K with this is some sort of anti-aliasing. Xbox Series S, which I've got, you can do 60 frames a second at full HD, so that means 1080p, 60 frames a second. Be interesting what it does at 1440. Xbox One X, 30 frames a second at 4K, or 60 frames a second at 1080p. Xbox One S, so OG Xbox, 30 frames a second. PlayStation 5, 60 frames a second at 4K. Normal PlayStation 4, 30 frames a second. Oh, PlayStation 4 Pro, 30 frames a second at Quad HD. That's interesting. That's QHD is, I'm pretty sure that's 1440p. And frame priority option, 60 frames a second at 1080p. Or OG PlayStation or PlayStation 4 Slim, 30 frames a second at 1080p. There we go. So then you've got there's a new Survivor Pass. I'll let you look at that. There's something about the workshop. This is where you can create stuff. To be honest, I'm not that much interested in stuff like that, so I don't know why they include it, but there we go. I guess it's very interesting. Yeah, lots of different crafting. You can read all that in the notes. Weapon mastery, boring. Stats overhaul, rewards, XP counts. Yeah, it's all normal stuff. Battle pass balance. Battle points balance. Performance, optimization, bug fixes. Some special clothing stuff. We can ignore all that. And there we go. So, obviously the important stuff is the fact that we now have Deston as this new map. And we can expect Deston coming to PC public servers between July the 12th and July the 13th. Coming to console between July the 20th and July the 21st. But if you do have PC, you can download the test server and you can play on Deston now. And you can play with the new vehicles and also the new weapon and also the this new ascender and this new utility parachute. What do you think? Put your questions and comments down below, and I will of course see you again soon.